Yes, everybody. Check it out. We are back. This is Blake Caesar INC, and I am presenting to you the Lady Guru Show. What's going on, ladies?
What's up?
Hi.
How you doing?
That's what's up. Now, another 2 weeks went by. How's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
Okay.
Right?
We're here maintaining.
Everything went well in the last 2 weeks. Was there anything adventurous or any, I don't know.
Well, I took some time off work, which is so needed.
Oh, that's great.
I went away to Jersey City. It's like they have like these suites where it has like a pool. So I was pretty much like, because you know the weather last weekend was like 100 degrees. So it was nice to just enjoy like sun and, you know, just away from work.
Absolutely.
Nice.
So that's where those sexy pictures were. I saw something on Instagram. I'm like, oh,
yeah, you gotta get the pictures in when you go away.
You know, that's what's up. How long you went away for?
I was there for like I think 5 days. It was just a nice little getaway. It was cool. You know, give me a reason to dress up.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Christine, how was your 2 weeks?
My 2 weeks was good. Went to the pool, finally.
Did you say that last week?
Yeah, I was at the pool.
Yes. Because I, for some reason I could swear you said you was at the pool last week.
No, like there was some.
Christine obviously stays at the pool, yo.
That's awesome.
It's hot. It's hot as hell out here. It's just like it's great to go to the pool and just get cold water just thrown on you and just relax for a minute and take a breather outside.
Yeah.
You know, have fun outside, going to different events. You know, cookouts and stuff that goes on again. You know, just good to get out and have some fun.
Now, when you go to the pool, do you know how to swim, right?
No. I actually stay. Crazy. I don't know how to swim, but I'll get in the water and just stay by the stairs.
Whole fact. Word, get in the pool and just stay in that one spot.
I like sitting there looking sexy. That's just me. I like being in my bikini and look sexy for a little bit. That's just me.
That's what's up. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
Yeah. Definitely for that.
Yeah.
Sue, how was your 2 weeks?
Oh, 2 weeks was good, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I went to Florida for July.
Oh, cool.
And then on my way back here, I got caught. They told me I couldn't go back to work. I had to quarantine for 2 weeks. So I sure did. I got a lot done. It was very productive.
You got a lot done during your quarantine?
Yeah.
Wow, that's what's up.
I sure did.
You did.
With all the quarantining going on in the United States of America right now, people should come out of quarantine ahead.
Seriously.
I hope so.
It's a good time for self-love.
Quarantine is a good time to save money. Like, I can't go outside, so yeah.
Can't spend money like that. No, yeah.
You know?
Be financially stable.
Yes.
Invest, you know, in real estate or do something where you normally don't do, or start a new YouTube channel, or do stuff that you know, if before you didn't do it, it's definitely the time to do it now while we're in quarantine. Yeah.
So Sue, what'd you do? Like you know, what specifically in quarantine was done?
Well, I like to catch up with myself, you know, a lot, because I make a lot of plans in my head, and so sometimes you just don't have the time to execute. You know, so yeah, talking about saving money, I'm the opposite. I went furniture shopping, you know. Also, what I was saying earlier, I don't know if I'll tell you, but you guys will see. We'll talk about it later. DJ Khaled, he has the furniture thing. So I actually bought a dining room set
from Khaled.
Well, from his line, yeah.
Well, that's what's up.
From the furniture store, yeah.
And you have a picture of it.
It's gonna be delivered tomorrow. So
Okay.
next week maybe I'll come with pictures so you guys can see it. It's nice.
That's what's up. That's what's
You'll
up.
see it. It's very pretty. It looks like cat. After I saw it on display, and then when I bought it, the guy is like writing on the invoice, and he put DJ Khaled set, and I'm like, what do you mean? What was this? He's like, oh, that's the table you got. I'm like, oh, it's from DJ Khaled. So that's how I found out.
That's dope.
Yeah. You know what? My 2 weeks was absolutely the most terrific, boringest 2 weeks. I did nothing but work. Nothing but work. You know what my problem is? I like working.
That's not a bad thing.
That's not bad at all.
You know what I mean?
Well, you got productive. Look at us here.
Yeah, you
Look at
still
everything you did,
yeah.
guys.
We trying to come up for y'all, everybody.
Don't we look better this week?
You know? So yeah, man. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna come back with a DJ. If you know him, that's a dope thing, and if you don't, you're learning something new. We'll be right back after these dope messages.
So special.
Off.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 50% off. Off everything? Off everything. Off everything. Yeah. The Monbin Beauty Supplies and Accessory Store got 50% off everything, which means you can buy something nice for your girl.
Oh my god.
Tell your sister to tell her friends to save on everything. Monbin Beauty Supplies and Accessories, 211 Broadway, Amityville, New York, 11701. You don't want to make breakfast? You want to catch a couple more Z's before work? Stop by 150 West Pulaski Road, where breakfast is more like an event. Order what you want for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Peep the fast food taste of home sweet home. For more information, dial 631-424-5878. One Stop Deli and Gyro. One love when you get there.
And we're back with another episode of the Lady Guru Show. How y'all ladies doing?
We're doing great.
Doing great. Today we have a special guest. His name is DJ D-Wun. How you doing, DJ?
I'm chilling, ladies. How you guys doing? How you doing?
I'm good.
We out here. How's everything over there? You're in Massachusetts, right?
I'm actually Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Wow.
What did I think Massachusetts for?
I'm at.
Hey, yo, D-Wun, on your profile picture, it said you was born in Louisiana, right?
Yeah, actually I was.
Oh, okay. So when did you move to Massachusetts to start the DJ thing?
I moved pretty much. The funny thing is, I was born in Louisiana, but my parents were living in New York at the time. I believe the Bronx, but I was only in Louisiana for about maybe 2 or 3 years. My dad got a job in Rhode Island, so that's when he went from New York to Rhode Island to like kind of get everything situated. And my mom went to go stay with her sister while she was pregnant with me in Louisiana. I ended up being born there, so she ended up staying down there for like a little bit longer. He wouldn't go back and forth with it until everything was situated. But yeah, so that's how I ended up in Rhode Island.
Wow, that's great. That's what's up. Yo, how in Massachusetts, because I noticed on your show you shout out a lot of local artists. And so how's the scene up in Massachusetts?
Between Mass and Rhode Island, it's pretty good. I want to say within the last few years, it's been definitely getting better. There's definitely a lot of dope artists that I've seen. There's actually a lot of artists that I've run into from other DJs or just even to my boys. Like, yo, we heard about this cat from around the way, and they'll put their music on. I was like, never heard of them, but there's a lot of dope individuals out there that are really talented. And I feel like, excuse me, with all the technology, a lot of them are taking better advantage of getting that exposure for themselves, and a lot of them are making their names around here. But obviously, Rhode Island's the smallest state in the U.S., so hopefully I like to see them branch out of here and take it to a bigger level. But there are some of them out there that have been doing their thing, and they're actually, making a buzz pretty much internationally now. So it's pretty cool to see that.
Okay, that's cool.
Nice. Yeah. So usually we know that you go live a lot.
Yes. My Locked In Live mix series. I started that, like I was saying, back in March when the whole quarantine started. Aside from DJing, I did a marketing job for a DJ company. So I traveled a lot. I did a lot of streaming and setting up like trade show areas and networking with different DJs from events like that. So I took a lot of what I learned from doing that job because I got laid off because of the whole quarantine thing. They laid off a lot of people, and applied that to making this live mix show the best I could, So I figured instead of just focusing on me, I know a bunch of dope DJs. So I called up a bunch from when I first started it. I wanted to go hard and let people know it's something that the people could tune in and enjoy like anytime during the night and have like a set schedule. So when I started, I want to say the first 3-4 weeks, I did it 7 days of the week. I think the first 2 weeks I did it like 2 times a day. It was like 12 p.m. and 7 p.m. I had different DJs come through. I think honestly when I started the show, I didn't DJ personally on there myself until like maybe after the first month and a half because I just had that many DJs. I didn't want it to be mainly about me. I knew there's like a lot of people who know me from around the way, so I figured like why not put the spotlight on a bunch of other dope DJs who people may or may not know.
Okay, sounds cool.
Okay, so how does the hip hop in Massachusetts differ from like everywhere else?
What's that? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I said like how does the like hip hop in Massachusetts? How's it different than anywhere else?
How's it different? That's a big question. The best case scenario I could say is there are a lot of artists that are making their own sound. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, but Joyner Lucas, he's from Massachusetts, and he's been doing songs with people like Logic, Eminem. He's, I believe, signed to Atlantic now. And prior to his success now, he's definitely been grinding out for a while. I think what's dope about him, especially, is he's very artistic, like when it comes to his music. So it's almost like even when you don't see the video, when you just hear the music itself, you almost like can vividly see what he's saying in the music. So it's pretty dope. It's almost like like an Eminem, Nas. Like he's a real lyrical type guy, but he's dope. He makes a lot of good records.
Yeah, I heard of him before. Definitely saw him before. So who's your favorite, artist or your favorite DJ in Massachusetts?
That's a good question. Well, I'm specifically from Rhode Island, me personally.
Okay.
But Rhode Island's only like maybe like 30 minutes from Massachusetts, depending on where you're going in Massachusetts.
Okay.
But I'd say my favorite DJ right now, that's a good question.
It's hard to choose, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, it is hard to choose because I would say as small as the state is for Rhode Island, we have a lot of DJs here. Mm-hmm. But a lot of DJs all have their own different styles. And I like to see different DJs that I know or interacted with between gigs that I'm like, oh, he does this and that dope, or this one's like a dope house DJ, or this one plays like soca and reggae music. He's like real good at that. This one's good at like the throwbacks and the old school, or this one good at cutting on the records. Just things like that. It's like different things on a lot of DJs that I definitely admire. It's really hard for me to pick like one specific DJ right now that's like, from Rhode Island or Mass, I can say that I'm looking past that.
Okay.
Okay.
That's dope.
What's your favorite genre?
My favorite genre. Ooh. I would say definitely right now. I've been feeling a lot of the Afro beats, and I've been getting a lot more into like the more like deep soulful house. Like I've been doing like going out before all this. Been taking a couple of trips to Miami and like down south, and like obviously with Miami, the lounge scene and like some scene out there. Yeah, like a bunch of dope like house clubs that my boy like DJ'd at and he took me to. And I was like my first like real experience there, because when I was younger I was like, if it wasn't hip hop I didn't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, I was just strictly rap. But as I got older, I kind of got to, you know, between DJing, got to appreciate different genres of music and see how like reaching the people. Not necessarily, I might not like a specific song, but I can see how this song may move somebody else, you know? But I say Afrobeats, house music, and honestly I like playing a lot of like that Motown stuff, like that cookout music too. Like I like playing a lot of that throwback stuff, like the Gap Band and Earth, Wind and Fire. Like I don't know, I like just the fact that the artists back then really played instruments, so it's just so much elements to the music. It's just
very understandable.
Yeah, I think that it's important, especially, you know, for our culture, our generation. We love trap music, we love hip hop. Yes, it's really great. But there's other type of music that can really change your mood, that can really change the way you look at life. And sometimes we're so, just like you said, like when you were younger, you were just into hip hop. And I mean, would you say that it's made a huge difference in your life to now let other kind of music in?
Oh yeah, definitely. I can say like even with my DJing career, as far as I can see when I first started, I would only get into like certain clubs, and it was usually like, you know, like clubs that were like in the hood or like downtown, sketchy security, fights constantly happening. But then the past 5 years, actually before I came to this interview with you guys today, I was out DJing in Newport, which is like a little island out over here, like attached from off of Rhode Island, and it's like a tourist attraction. Like it's nice, it's by the water, you go out there, you can like have food, have drinks. But I've been DJing out there seasonally for like the past, I think it's my 5th year. So I think even out there, because you just get such a different mixture of people, you'll get like people in their 60s, you'll get college kids, you'll get black, white, brown, yellow, people from, you know, Bolivia, people from Russia. It's just such a tourist attraction that any day of the week, any night I'm there, I have to be ready to just play to that crowd. So I'll be in there playing anything from like Prince to Future to, you know, just anything to get people moving. But I can definitely see it's like surprising that I definitely stereotype people, because I'm not gonna lie, there's definitely a lot of white people there when I teach it. And there was one that been like, you know, more like pop, top 40 friendly music, just to, you know, fill the crowd out. This lady came up to me, she's like, yo, you're stereotyping us. I was like, oh, what you mean? She's like, oh, you think because of the white, you want to hear all this pop? And actually, now I want to shake my ass and be like, I was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, yeah, I definitely was, but I got you.
And then what did you play for her? What did you play for the lady to shake her butt to, huh? Tell us.
I was playing, like, you know, Miley Cyrus. I tried to keep it safe, but see where we're going at. But, you know, and that's the thing, you never know. So it was like, as long as you're providing good nights for people, it doesn't matter the genre. I feel like people just appreciate music. It doesn't matter if they know the song, as long as they can feel it and move to it.
So what's your go-to song when somebody asks you, hey, I want to shake my behind? What is your go-to shake the booty song?
Shake the booty song right now. I think the safest bet would be probably back that ass up.
I was just thinking
that bass line coming, everybody knows that. It's just like, yeah, this is it. Like I'm getting up, I'm getting my girls up, you know, bachelorette parties get up. You know, every type of thing. Guys get up in a suit, they all look for girls. Like, it's just once, it's like songs like that. Once you hear just even the first like 4 notes, like, oh, yup.
Hey, yo, man, you know how like you have like different DJs, or you have, I mean, sorry, not DJ, you have different artists, or you have producers or whatever, and they'll fall back and they'll be like, yo, I wanted to start rhyming because of this, or I wanted to start producing because of this. And question, when did you know you wanted to play music as a DJ?
Good question. I want to say my first high school homecoming dance. I remember going there. Vividly remember going. Obviously, there it's like back in the day, so guys is grinding on girls, they're on the floor doing whatever. But there was one point in the night, the DJ there like stopped the music, and I remember he said, "This is when the Rough Riders Volume 1 album was coming out." And he's like, "Yo, I got this new joint off the Rough Riders album. It's unreleased. Nobody heard it. It's a record by Jay-Z. I'm gonna play it right now so you can tell me what with it." I'll see you for cussing. I don't know if I'm supposed to be cussing on here.
We'll beep you.
So he plays it, and it was that Jigga My lights out, and he played it. And the first hook went off, and everybody was like, "All right." And he's like, "Yo," he stopped the song and brought it back again. He's like, "Yo, tell me how you liking this new Jay." And he played it again. By the second time he played it, everybody was singing the song. Like people was like vibing to the song like they heard it before. I just like the way you could like control and elevate the crowd. Like it's almost like, sorry to say, it's almost like a power trip. You know what I'm saying? Like I can just get people that hype just through music and have people that take them to another level. And that's when I was like, yo, I want to do that.
That's deep.
It was about that night, but I remember specifically just seeing that. I was like, yo, he played a song that nobody knows and people were going nuts. And I was just like, it was just something about that night. And I remember I was like, yo, I think I want to be a DJ. Like I like music. Like this sound I'm always into. I was always like recording like songs off the radio from big shows from DJs on cassettes. You guys, familiar with cassettes? I don't know what you guys are. I'm sure so it's something that like from that night I said, yeah, I want to do that. But,
Yo, I got a quick question for you. How did you feel about the Jadakiss versus Fabolous battle on IG?
Oh man, I thought it was a dope battle. I thought a lot of people, at least from around my way, I don't know how much you guys are in New York, but a lot of people out here was like, oh, hits? Yeah, Fab's washing Jada. I was like, yo, you guys is counting Jada out way too early, bro. Like, Jada's gonna give Fab that business, and nobody wanted to hear it. But I thought within the first 3 or 4 songs Jada played, I was like, yeah, nah, he got this.
Well, yo, but you know what? When I looked at that, I didn't actually look at that when I heard about it. One of the things that occurred to me as soon as they told me that everybody was saying Jadakiss won in the first few minutes is because the choice of music that he chose, right? Like who's gonna? I mean, can you really say that Fabolous got less hits than Jadakiss, or can you say Jadakiss got more hits than Fabolous? I think it would, because I think that's a good even match. But I just think that Jada just got the dopest choices of songs that he threw at him.
Yeah, there was a lot of songs, even like, towards the end, Fab definitely like started playing hits. I was like, yeah, definitely, I remember this. Even when he let Boof go off and do like the little mix show, Boof just played joints that weren't in there that Fab didn't pick. But I felt like there was definitely a lot of songs I expected Fab to play that he didn't.
Wow.
And there was a lot of joints that Jada played that I was like, oh, snap, I forgot about this. That's right, he did do this. And I was like, and it was just like having me like in that zone, like, yo, I forgot all about it. And I was just like, yeah, Jada, people underestimate Jada's catalog. Yeah. Definitely top 5. I don't argue with that at all.
I like Fabolous. I'm sorry.
Don't get me wrong, I'm a huge Fab fan too. But yeah, it was definitely like a good. I was excited just because it was going to be a good even match. But yeah, definitely like you said, it definitely came down to the song selection for the 20 tracks I had in that playlist. I don't know if you guys are getting that out there, but I remember a lot of people even after that were like, oh, when they said, oh, Fab's DJ did him dirty. He didn't play. He picked terrible songs, and so I was like, "Yo, do you guys think Fab really just let DJ Booth just go off and pick his whole 20 songs from with no input?" I was like, "Yeah, you're right."
That's a problem.
True. No way. I doubt that at all. It was like, yeah, if Fab would have picked the list all by himself, well, I was like, nah, I don't think Booth just picked all 20 of Fab songs. Like,
yo, man.
Booth did his little mix. Like I said, like he played joints. I was like, yeah, why didn't they play this in the beginning?
Yo, I got a question for you, man. You're a DJ. You got your program on Facebook Live, IG Live. It's a dope program. I urge everybody to go check it out. But yo, what's your top 5 DJs?
Top 5 DJs right now, or just
right now?
Right now, it's a good question. I want to say just skill-wise, it'll probably be like a lot of people that cats I haven't really heard of like that. But me, I think what it is for me is like I look up to like DJs who are like real technical. Like me, like I can like, you know, I can hold my own, I can scratch, I can cut this and that. There's some dudes who are like on another level with it. I'm talking about them making beats at the same time while they're scratching records, like going behind their back, this and that, like wild stuff just that I've seen just from traveling, even just watching videos from like, and even like the DMC competition. But I'll say right now, the top 5 that I'm really feeling is, let's see, there's a cat named Miles Medina, he's dope.
Well, it's kind of...
Another cat named Buck Rogers, he's real dope too.
Well, let me ask you, is Funk Flex on that list?
I feel like, oh man, see, it's hard to have.
What is he, too commercial?
Have to like a different list, because the one I'm going off of, I don't think Flex should fit in that category. Like if it was going off of like party rocking and just playing the hits, I'd say like Flex can definitely hold his own. Like I've actually years back, Flex came to Rhode Island, and I opened up for him. And it wasn't like, I'm not gonna lie, it was not a packed night at all. It was like an off night, like a Sunday. It was like the week of Thanksgiving, I think, like the Sunday right before Thanksgiving. So, you know, people weren't really out like that. I don't know who promoted that event, what happened, but it wasn't a packed night. But Flex still came through and he did his thing. I feel like,
yo, you could go ahead and say it. The promoter was trash.
It was important. I think they picked a bad time to do that. Yes. Yeah. I think that's what they promoted it, but I think the timing was just wrong. Like I think they could have waited like maybe like to do that maybe for the week of next, like in the middle of the week of Thanksgiving. There's like Thanksgiving night on the day before is like one of the biggest drinking nights of the year. Yeah, so it's like why they chose a Sunday, I don't know. I forget why they chose it, but either way, he came through and did his thing. I feel like I hear it like, because I listen to Hot 97, I listen to Pop 105. Like I don't listen to radio station for Rhode because honestly to me it's personally trash. Out here we only have like 1 or 2 radio stations, and the one that is like the most popular one is literally just a constant same playlist on rotation. They barely get DJs on there live. A lot of DJs send in their mixes like pre-recorded. All the hosts and everything are not, none of them are even from our state. They're all from out of state. I think like one of them was from Rhode Island, but they weren't even originally from Rhode Island. They moved to Rhode Island and they ended up getting a job with it. But yeah, I feel like Flex is a dope DJ. I feel like he does like talk a lot of shit sometimes. Like sometimes he's going off on the mouth and like, this dude's like going on one of his rants. But I mean, I guess when he's doing it, as long as he's been doing it, he has that platform. Like I can't knock him. I feel like the same thing with like DJ Khaled. Like as great as a personality and a promoter and marketing person as he is, he just to me comes off as a corny dude. Like
yo, some people
I'm watching him just like, oh, another one. I'm just like, oh man, like, but I get it. People love it, like, and I can't knock him because he's a genius for it.
Word up. Shout to DJ Khaled, man. Yo, we doing this thing.
Hey, but DJ Khaled, by the way, talking about...
I don't want to say like corny, but sometimes it's just like, oh, like it gets kind of like annoying. I'm just like, oh, the way he just talks sometimes, it's like, you really talk like this in real life? It's just like personality.
Yo, but
yeah, if you're annoyed with him and his DJing, you're gonna really be annoyed when you look at his furniture line. DJ Khaled has a whole furniture line, let me tell you. And let me tell you what it is. He has tables. If you think he's corny, I think this is super corny. He got tables that got the keys as the stands.
Oh my God.
Laugh about it. Laugh
like
about it.
I got the keys.
Oh my gosh.
He got like a whole. I'm telling you, it's a whole furniture line. He got like beds, right? Bed frames for kids. Like he has black ones, he has pink ones for little girls, and then they say "day" with like a thing, like "day" with the, you know what I mean?
What? Oh my god.
So you actually Google it so you can laugh about it.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
but I'm not gonna. The reason why I found out is because he actually has.
Like, it's funny though, but like at first it was just like, like I don't get it, but he's just a marketing genius, bro. Like,
he's gonna make
Yo, but you know the thing about Khaled is that his name is DJ Khaled, but a lot of people don't even know why he is why his name is a DJ, because a lot of people haven't even seen him spin before.
Exactly. Yeah. True.
That's all.
You know.
He actually used to do a lot of like those like bashment events and like those reggae yard parties and those sound crashes. Like he really was like a yardy like reggae head. Like
Didn't he used to spin? Didn't he used to spin for Noriega? Going way back and seriously,
he spun for somebody else before, I think like
Fat Joe and them.
He was in a Fat Joe crew, Terror Squad. He was in Terror Squad. Yeah, that's where he came from. Yeah.
And then from the whole Terror Squad thing, I remember they all kind of like disbanded and all did their own thing. And then Fat Joe was like at the highlight. But yeah, ever since then he's been grinding. And when he first put out his first records, I was like, oh, all right. And the thing is, like, there were DJs doing it, but I feel like just the way he came off was like he says, like DJs weren't getting these artists on records together. But like, we're hearing Justin Bieber and like the Migos on the song. Like we're hearing, I don't know, like T-Pain and Jay-Z and Kanye West all on the song together. Like he was making like some crazy collaborations happen, and the records are pretty dope. Most.
He's a genius, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You know, Khaled does his thing, man. Yo, I just want him to do that little dance that he does. You know that two-step dance that he does on IG?
And that's the thing, like people.
Yo, that right there, yo, I'm telling you, that gets people amped.
Anything different, like I'm like, going off. Yo, yeah, whatever he does, people love it. I get it.
Yo, man. So it sounds like there's a lot of opportunity up there in Rhode Island, man. It sounds like there's a lot of talent up there, and sounds like a fertile area, a fertile soil up there.
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely a lot of talent. I do, even just from being a DJ and going out and doing gigs in other states. I usually tell there's a lot of younger DJs ask me to like, yo, how do you get to do this event, this event? I was like, honestly, a lot of times just being in the right place, the right time, talk to the right people. I was like, if you're not DJing at that club and you want to DJ at the club, start going to that club. Like, do you ever go in that club? Like, show your face in there, talk to the people in there. There's gonna be one night that the DJ who's been doing it for like, I don't know, the past 3 years on a Friday can't make it. And you gave your number to like the bartender or the manager or somebody, like, yo, this kid's been coming through, he's been asking for a night, let's at least let him open up, see what he can do.
So, yo, what do you what's your objective, man, doing those live streams? What you want people to know? What you want people to do?
My big objective would be to make it like my own official platform, maybe like some type of like streaming station or something like that, because obviously with Facebook, the copyrights and everything, after a certain amount of time they kick you off, you gotta like log back on and start the live back over and help people back in. But I feel like that would be something that is like a big aspiration of mine, is figuring out the right way to make that available, and just having enough content, DJs that are willing to be on board and just want to do it for the love. Because obviously at first doing something like that, nobody's gonna be getting money until we start getting some listeners out there, you know?
That's what's up.
But I feel like, especially with DJs, that if you give them an opportunity, and even if they're not getting paid, at least the ones that I know, maybe because I just worked about them, maybe it'd be different out there. But if you ask them to do something like that, most of them 9 times out of 10 will. Be like, yeah, I'll record a mix for you and send it over to you so that way you can put it on the show, or
That's what's up.
Who doesn't want free exposure, you know?
That's what's up. Yo, man, you've been a good guest, bro. And, you know, I hate interviews where, you know, you got to pull teeth from people, man. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, people stingy with their own information. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I try to, like, be like an open book about everything. I feel like that's one thing, at least to me being a DJ, people, like, really appreciate it. Because I know, like, sometimes you go to a club, some DJs, if you a stank attitude, like, they're like, like, there's nobody above, beneath them. They're like, that's it. It's just them. Like, I'm pretty approachable. You know, I know most people, DJs hate requests. Like, I understand you're out. You may want to hear a song. I'll hear you out. Will I play it? Maybe. Sometimes no. But if it's actually something that I feel like people can vibe with, I was like, yo, actually, you know what? I forgot about that song. Or I'll see some popular song. I feel like it's something that I definitely appreciate too. I just try to be more approachable.
That's what's up.
About it.
Hey, yo, check this out, everybody. Make sure you go to his page, man. Go to his page. Check out his channel. Hey, yo, Christine, big this man up, man.
It's nice to meet you, DJ D-Wun, and definitely love the interview. You definitely a dope person. I love your honesty. And
That's what's up.
it's not a lot of people that have that in this business, is honesty. Everybody just want to just hide behind a camera or just sit there and be like, nah, I'm not going to talk about that. That's none of their business. But you let it out on the line. And we appreciate that.
That's what's up. Yo, shout out your social media, bro.
Pretty much there's only one all social media. One is spelled W-U-N. So you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever. On there. Same thing for Mixcloud too. So a lot of the shows I've been doing, the past mixes, I've been uploading them up there so people can go back and listen to them. A lot of like my gigs I've been trying to record when I'm out DJing too. So I try to throw the mixes up there. So on Mixcloud, there's only one. It'll pop up too.
All right, that's what's up. Hey, yo, and we will be back with the Lady Guru Show.
Thank you, ladies.
You're welcome. Bye.
You ever heard of a saying, when it rains, it pours? Why is it when the rent's due, all of a sudden you got car problems? Well, here's a comfort to your ears. Bring your car down to 136 Railroad Street, Huntington Station, New York. Scott's Automotive. Scott's Automotive, where you get a great service from the best mechanics in town. Need a wheel alignment? Scott's Auto. Need a tune-up? Scott's Auto. Even complications like transmission replacement. Scott's Auto. For more information, dial 631-673-3915. That's 631-673-3915. Scott's Automotive, 136 Railroad Street, Huntington Station, New York.
Describe it or
Like it.
Let me stop.
Yeah, we was ready to go.
Nah.
Hey everybody, this is Rizzo Denise. Be sure to go on to Amazon.com and get your copy of Wrath of a Scorn Past. See you there.
Hey, yo, check it out. So the first topic we got is Megan Thee Stallion is back in the news, man. Megan Thee Stallion is grateful to be alive after reportedly being shot. Now, when I first saw this, I'm like, Megan Thee Stallion got shot? She got shot on a Sunday morning with the rapper Tory Lanez. Come to find out, Tory Lanez got arrested in Los Angeles on a domestic disturbance call in the Hollywood Hills area. Now, supposedly, they heard the shot. The police heard the shot. And when the police heard the shot, Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez pulled off. So the police tracked them down through, I don't know how they tracked them down, so they heard the sound. I guess people were complaining or what have you. Anyway, when they tracked them down, they find a loaded pistol in the car. It's Tory Lanez. They dig further, come to find out Megan Thee Stallion is shot. Tory Lanez gets arrested that night. You know? Now, Megan Thee Stallion reportedly says that Tory Lanez shot her to shoot her. Like at first everybody thought it was an accident. But according to Megan Thee Stallion, this was done to intimidate her. You know, and she told the police that, like, this was a serious situation.
Like a scare tactic.
Yeah. My question now, Lady Gurus, is that a technical snitch?
No. How
is that not a now I say this in the context of she's a rapper. Street cred. Is that a snitch?
No. She was, to me, I think it was a domestic situation. And there's a lot of different stories out there of the version of events that happened. We don't know which one is true, but if it is a domestic dispute, it's not snitching. I don't mind going to the cops and be like, yo, he shot me in my foot.
Megan
some crazy shit.
Megan Thee Stallion said, I suffered a gunshot wound as a result of a crime that was committed against me and done with an intent to physically harm me. That's what she said.
Domestic violence ain't no joke. You can't make that a very light situation. Like, that happens to regular women every day. Either getting shot at by their own boyfriends or stabbed by their own husband, raped by their own husband. It's a lot of crazy shit. I dealt with domestic violence in my relationship. For me, it was nothing to play with. It was my first situation. And, you know, for me, almost getting strangled half to death to being smothered to death by the boyfriend that I was with, no joke. Cops had to come and I had bleeding from my eye because he was almost trying to kill me because of his rage. So yeah, it's no joke. No joke.
Now, and first of all, dudes that do that, I think they lesser men. You know, they really need to calm down and get their beat. You talk about clown activity. I mean, you got to question the choices and the situations going on in this situation. Like, you know, both of them are stars. You know, I'm sure he wasn't driving a low-key truck. You know, like, you're going to get pulled over, bro. Yep. Like, and why do you have a pistol on you if you with your shorty?
Exactly.
And not only that, Megan Thee Stallion is going to school. Like, she don't need to be behind bars like that for 2-3 years. She trying to get her diploma. Like, where does all of this line up at?
Nobody understands what happened. I'm just dumbfounded at the fact that the dispute was so insane that he had allegedly had to take his gun out and shoot her. Like,
I understand she's taller than him. Like, she's kind of like mountain taller than he is.
Snuff his ass out.
That's what she should have did, but I don't know. I don't know. To me, I guess it's insecurities of him being short.
Oh, snap.
But there are insecurities in men where if she's a strong woman, you know, they feel intimidated by that. And she is a strong woman. She's getting her college degree and she's doing music at the same time. She's a sexy thing that every rapper or anybody wants at this point. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he's feeling intimidated. For him, it's very insecure when men happen. Men hit women for their own insecurities.
I think people have to be careful when they link up as a couple about this word called jealousy. Mm. And it's not just jealousy of who that person is with. It could be jealousy because of their career. It could be jealousy that they're going back to school. It could be, you know, things like that. And to have this play out like that, you know, it really it makes Tory Lanez look real bad. You know, it makes him. It doesn't make him look good.
No,
Not at all.
I mean, she's being nice because she's not actually saying exactly what happened.
That says something.
And I think, yeah, that she cares about him ultimately. And that's the reason why she's not letting the full story leak out, because she wants to protect him.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
And that usually
far
happens
as that.
in a lot of situations, like domestic abuse. Sometimes when you're in too deep and your mind is like mentally not there, you end up just suppressing that person and just staying with them and saying, you know, making up excuses for them, when in reality, like, you're just not at that point where you're like, I have to get out of here, you know?
so true, so true.
Definitely. And Christine, I definitely want to say that I'm sorry that happened to you.
Absolutely.
It's okay. You know, that's why I can talk about it, because I've been through it, and, you know, I got out of it early. You know, some women that are not lucky to get out of a domestic situation. I got out of it, and praise God I got out of it, you know, with my bags out the house, and, you know, cops ended up coming he didn't go to jail. You know, I didn't want to press charges. I just didn't want to deal with the situation at hand no more. I just wanted to get away from him, and just far away. So he has contacted me here and there. I ignore him every way. So,
And that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Domestic violence.
How about the stuff that's not domestic? For example, violence. Like what if it's
verbal abuse?
Verbal abuse. Or
verbal abuse.
Like mental abuse.
It all tangles in that. All, like, it starts out with the verbal abuse, then it goes into, you know, I'm gonna hurt her emotionally and, you know, mentally. Then it goes into the physical. That's like the last stage of domestic violence, is I'm gonna get violent with, because I guess it's a process to them, and just to see how long she'll stay. Like, if I can, you know, if I can do it to her emotionally or verbally or mentally, let's see if I can do it to her, she still stay after that. Can I do it to her physically? Okay, so would that be the last straw for her? So it's you know, I don't know what be going on in their head, but I think it's a process, and I think they going through a step, like a testing
a cycle.
females. There's like a cycle all the time. And I didn't want that in my family, because I seen it myself in person, and my friends had that same situation. I always was the tough girl that always wanted to fight men because of that. I didn't like bullies, or I didn't like, you know, men doing that, period. Disrespect a woman because you came from a woman. For you to disrespect a woman, it's like disrespecting your own mother. So would you hit your mother for some crazy situation because of how your emotions feel? You know, it's just, some men don't get it. So.
It's true. I think a lot of, like, men, like, who abuse women, I think a lot of that comes from, like, their childhood history.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a lot of people deal with as a child goes into their adulthood, and they don't realize, like, what's really going on. They don't realize what they're doing, how they're treating other people because of their trauma.
Well, the dude that I was with, his trauma was his mother. He hated his mother.
See?
And I found that out because his mother called me. So for me, if she was trying to talk to him, he would avoid her. And I didn't know how deep it was until he was emotional about it and stuff like that. I guess that's the reason why he hate women, because of what his mother has done to him. But to take that out on a woman that doesn't have nothing to do with the situation is completely insane to me. It's just like, I didn't do anything to you. Why are you taking it out on me? If you have a problem with her, take it out with her. I didn't do nothing to you. But
they can't differentiate.
No,
They can't.
no problem.
It's sad too. It's completely sad. He has a daughter.
Oh my gosh.
He had an
So-
older daughter, yo.
Wow.
Hey, yo, explain that.
Had an older daughter. I met the daughter, so she was a sweet girl, smart, everything. I was just like, wait, you have a daughter? But I couldn't wrap my head around. It was just like, So you hit women, but you have a daughter. Do you want another man do the same thing to your daughter, and you find out? It's crazy. It's so crazy to me.
Yeah, some of them don't realize what they've done wrong when it happens to their children. It's really bad.
Well, since we have the space right now and the conversation is here, I'll just say this, that in America, there are so many cases on a daily basis of women dying because of domestic violence. And not just domestic violence, just men killing women every single day. And let me just say, for all you ladies out there, if you're going through any situation at all where you're physically being harmed in any way, shape, or form, nobody's supposed to put a finger on you at all. Know that this is not normal. Know that it's not okay. And know that you're not alone.
True.
Yes.
But trust me, you are not alone. I confess on that one. You are not alone. We are in this together. If you need help getting out of a situation, please try to talk to somebody, call somebody, do something.
Yeah.
Don't just stay in that relationship. Trust me, it's not going to help you at all.
Seriously, because since quarantine started, now these people are stuck in the house with these toxic people. So that's just more tough. So my prayers go out to everyone who's going through domestic abuse, just to just stay strong and just try to get out of it. You have to choose yourself.
Yes. Reach out.
Yes.
There was a young lady who defended her sister. Actually, it was Lynn Spears defended her sister Britney Spears. I haven't heard from Britney Spears in a while, but she said that her sister is a strong, badass, and unstoppable woman. So the statement is amid the statement from Kim Kardashian, Lynn Spears amplified when she shared a screenshot of, I'm sorry people, I can hardly read this. It so happened that she wanted to support Kim Kardashian with the statement that Kim Kardashian made about Kanye West. And she backed up Kim, and somebody got on her Instagram and really just made a comment, Somebody said that if you deal with mental illness or care for someone dealing with mental illness, then you know how important it is to respect the situation and privacy of the person. I think that was Kim, right? And Kim goes on to say, as the public, we must learn to do the same. One of her followers commented about your sister, obvious mental illness. That's what the commenter said. Something about your sister. She was talking about Britney Spears has a mental illness. Lynn Spears commented back, you have no right to assume anything about my sister, and I have no right to speak out about her health and personal matters. She replied in a comment, she's a strong, badass, unstoppable woman, and that's the only thing that's obvious. I just want to apologize to my audience here because I can hardly read the stuff that I have here, but apparently what happened is that Lynn Spears supported Kim Kardashian's statement, and one of her followers thought that he could get up on her Instagram and make a terrible statement regarding her sister. And Lynn Spears fired back in the comment and said, you have no right. What right does a follower on IG have to be commenting something like that about somebody's relative? Now, I know we live in a social media atmosphere and people say a lot of different things like that, but where is your humanity, man?
There's no respect, lover. I call them internet gangsters. They say how they feel online, but when they see you in person, it's a whole different story. So sometimes you can't pay them no mind. With that situation, they don't know her sister. That's right. They don't know the situation. They not in the house with her. They don't know what's actually going on with her. We just see, just by the looks of the video, pictures and stuff, that maybe to us she might not look right, or look off or look funny. You know, we don't know, but we just looking at a video and picture. So maybe that's what we get besides of what the family feels or, you know, what the wife feels. You know, you have to be sympathetic to people that's going through mental health problems, because it's a lot of the people going through depression and they do kill themselves because of their mental health, and either nobody's watching or nobody's paying attention to them or making fun of them because, you know, they go off sometimes, you know. But, you know, you can't make fun of that. Some people got a lot of stuff going on in their life. You can't judge, you know. You can't say, oh, so because you put your business out there, that is my right for me to comment some like nasty to you and just for you to take it. No.
I mean, look, a lot of people are saying terrible stuff about Kanye West right now. You know, right now, I mean, there's a lot of people that disagree with Kanye West about a multitude of things. But it's getting to a point now where it's spilling out into the public, where his challenges that he's having is getting out to the public in a raw fashion, and the family is concerned about his issues.
It's what he said on Twitter that caught everybody eye a little bit, of him talking about his wife and her mother and his children. So that's how I saw the tweets, and he was just going completely off on his family, saying, well, I don't want my kids taken away from me from the Kardashian or Kris Jenner, that he don't want Kris Jenner to put his kids in Playboy, or he was running away from Kim because they trying to put him in a mental institution. He was saying all of this on Twitter, so to us it was just like, is he having another episode, or is he actually telling the truth this time? You know, we don't know.
Yeah, Kanye has had, I think it kind of went downhill. Maybe we could blame this one on Trump. You know, because it went downhill when he went and saw Trump in the White House, and you know, and you know, when he did that, I was kind of suspicious that maybe something was wrong. You know, but I want to give a big shout out to Kim Kardashian West though, because I think the way this lady is handling herself is unbelievable. I mean, you know, I don't know that I don't know why there's a certain percentage of people that don't like the Kardashians, but I think they're exceptional people, man. They're always standing up for people that need to be stood up for. You know, look at Kim. I mean, she went to the White House and tried to argue, what was it?
Someone that was in jail.
Yeah.
Unjustly.
Yeah. I mean, these are big moves. She went to school and she became a lawyer. These are big moves, man. And she has 4 kids. She take care of all of those kids. You know what I'm saying? You haven't heard anything. I don't want to sound like I'm dead. But nobody has heard anything about Kim Kardashian sleeping around with anybody.
No.
Right.
Except for Meek Mill trying to lie.
Yeah, and
what did you say?
Meek Mill tried to lie and say that him and Kim slept together.
What?
And I'm like, wait, what? Where you come from? I'm like, wait, huh?
Now, I heard about that, and somebody said that it was reported that they were in the eating.
They was in the same hotel. They met each other for the first time, but they didn't sleep together. They walked out separately, but not like they went to each other's hotel rooms.
Don't even believe
it's just crazy.
Right.
He's just corny.
So Meek Mill said that?
Yeah, Meek Mills was trying to make it seem like, oh yeah, I had sex with her too, because the game did the same situation, and that found out it was kind of true. But then Meek trying to put his slide in like, yeah, I had something to her. Like any dumb, corny dude in the street that never had sex with a girl, and then they lied to one of their homeboys and be like, I had sex with her last night. That was, I hit, knowing that they didn't.
There's a lot
it's
of
absurd to me.
That's
like,
super corny, boys. Don't do that.
Corny.
Well.
Corny.